Hey everyone, welcome to English Go Easy. I'm Spark.
Hey, I'm Xena. Today we're doing a real life conversation that everyone dreads, but everyone needs to know. Calling customer support. This is essential English for navigating problems and getting help.
Let's dive in.
Thank you for calling Tech World's customer support. My name is Jennifer. To help me serve you better, may I have your first and last name, please?
Hi, Jennifer. My name is David Martinez.
Thank you, David. And can I get a phone number where we can reach you in case we get disconnected?
Sure. It's area code 555-423-8765.
Perfect. 555-423-8765. And what can I help you with today?
I'm having an issue with a laptop I purchased from your store about 2 weeks ago. It keeps freezing and shutting down randomly.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I can definitely help you with this. Let me pull up your account. Can you provide me with your order number or the email address associated with the purchase?
I don't have the order number handy, but the email is david.martinez@email.com.
Great. Let me search that. Okay, I see your account here. I'm showing a purchase from March 15th for a Tech Pro X500 laptop. Is that correct?
Yes, that's the one.
Perfect. And you mentioned it's freezing and shutting down randomly. Can you tell me a bit more about when this happens? Is it during specific tasks or completely random?
It seems to happen mostly when I have multiple programs open. Like if I'm working on a document while browsing the internet, it'll just freeze for a few seconds, and then sometimes it completely shuts down.
I understand. That's definitely frustrating. And how often would you say this is happening? Once a day? Multiple times?
It's been happening pretty much every day, sometimes multiple times a day. Yesterday, it shut down on me 3 times.
I'm really sorry you're experiencing this. Let me see what we can do to resolve this for you. Have you tried any troubleshooting steps on your own?
Not really. I'm not very tech savvy, so I didn't want to make it worse.
That's completely understandable. No worries at all. Let me walk you through a few quick diagnostic steps if that's okay. This will help us figure out what's going on.
Sure, I can try that.
Great. First, is the laptop with you right now and turned on?
Yes, it's right here.
Perfect. Let's start with something simple. Can you tell me how many programs or applications you currently have running?
Let me see. I have my email open, a web browser with probably like 10 tabs, a Word document, and Spotify.
Okay. Now, can you check something for me? Right-click on the taskbar at the bottom of your screen and select Task Manager. Do you see that option?
Hold on. Okay, yes, I see Task Manager. I clicked it.
Excellent. A window should have opened up. At the top, you should see tabs like Processes, Performance, and Startup. Click on the Performance tab for me.
Okay, I'm on Performance.
Great. Now look at the section that says Memory. What percentage does it show?
It says 92%.
Aha! Okay, that's giving us some valuable information. Your memory usage is very high. That could definitely be causing the freezing. Let me ask you this. When you first got the laptop, did you install a lot of programs or applications?
Yeah, I installed quite a few things. Some work software, some games, photo editing software, and a bunch of other stuff.
Got it. And when you start up your laptop, does it take a long time to fully boot up?
Actually, yes. It takes like 5 minutes before I can really use it.
That makes sense. It sounds like you might have too many programs trying to run its startup, which is eating up your memory. Let's fix that. Go back to the Startup tab in Task Manager.
Okay, I'm there.
Perfect. You should see a list of programs with a column that says Status. How many of them say Enabled?
Oh wow, like 20 programs are enabled.
That's what I suspected. You don't need all of those running automatically. Let's disable the ones you don't use frequently. Look for anything that's not essential. For example, if you see Spotify, you don't need that starting automatically every time you turn on your computer.
Okay, I see Spotify. How do I disable it?
Just right-click on it and select Disable. Do that for any programs you don't need running all the time. Things like music apps, photo editors, games. You can disable those, but leave things like antivirus software and system programs enabled.
All right, I'm disabling them now. Should I disable all these game launchers?
Yes, definitely. Those are big memory hogs, and you don't need them running unless you're actually playing games.
Okay, I've disabled about 15 programs. Should I restart my computer now?
Yes, let's do that. Go ahead and restart, and I'll hold while you do that. It should only take a few minutes.
Okay, restarting now.
Take your time.
All right, it's back on. And wow, that was way faster than usual.
Excellent. That's a good sign. Now open up Task Manager again and check your memory usage with just your basic programs running.
Okay. Oh, it's only at 45% now.
Perfect. That's much better. What we just did should significantly reduce the freezing issue. However, I want to make sure we cover all our bases. Have you installed the latest system updates?
I'm not sure. How do I check that?
No problem. Click on the Start menu, then go to Settings. It should look like a gear icon.
Okay, I found settings.
Great. Look for Update and Security and click on that.
I see it. Clicking now.
Perfect. On the left side, click Windows Update. Then click the button that says Check for Updates.
Okay, it's checking. Oh, it says there are 3 updates available.
All right. Go ahead and click Download and Install. These updates often include important fixes for performance issues.
It's downloading now. This might take a few minutes.
That's fine. I'll wait with you. While it's downloading, let me ask, are you using the laptop for work or personal use, or both?
Both, actually. I work from home, so I use it all day for work and then in the evenings for personal stuff.
Got it. And for work, you mentioned having multiple programs open at once. Given what we found today, I'd recommend closing programs you're not actively using. That'll help keep the memory usage down.
That makes sense. I tend to just leave everything open all the time.
That's a common habit. But with this laptop's memory capacity, it's better to close things when you're done with them. Also, I'd recommend restarting your laptop at least once a week. That clears out temporary files and refreshes everything.
Okay, I can do that. Oh, the updates are done. It's asking me to restart again.
Go ahead and do that. This should complete the installation.
Restarting now.
Perfect.
Okay, it's back up. Everything looks good.
Excellent. Now, David, here's what I want you to do. Use your laptop normally for the next few days. Try to be mindful of not having too many programs open at once. If you continue to experience freezing or shutdowns after what we've done today, please give us a call back.
Okay, but what if it still happens? Is there something wrong with the laptop itself?
That's a valid concern. If the problem persists after these fixes, it could indicate a hardware issue. In that case, since you're still within your 30-day return window, we have a few options. We can either send you a replacement laptop, or you can bring it to one of our store locations for our tech team to examine it.
Oh, I didn't realize I could still return it.
Absolutely. You have 30 days from the purchase date for returns or exchanges. But let's see if what we did today solves the problem first. I'm optimistic that it will.
Okay, that makes me feel better. What if I have other questions? Can I call this same number?
Yes, you can call our main support line anytime. We're available 24/7. Or if you prefer, you can also reach out through our website's live chat feature.
Great. And just to be clear, if it keeps having problems, I can exchange it for a new one?
Correct. As long as it's within 30 days of purchase and you have your receipt, we can absolutely do an exchange. You can either ship it back to us or take it to a local store.
Perfect. I really appreciate your help, Jennifer. You've been really patient with me.
You're so welcome, David. I'm happy I could help. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
Actually, yes. One more quick question. Is there a way to upgrade the memory on this laptop if I need to in the future?
Great question. The TechPro X500 does have upgradable memory. It currently has 8 gigabytes, and you can upgrade it to 16 gigabytes. You can purchase the upgrade kit from our website or in store, and we offer installation services if you're not comfortable doing it yourself.
Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. I think that's all for now.
Wonderful. Just to recap what we did today, we disabled unnecessary startup programs, updated your system, and discussed some usage tips. If the freezing continues, don't hesitate to call us back. Do you have any other questions before we end the call?
Nope, I think we covered everything. Thanks again.
You're very welcome. I'm going to send a summary of our conversation to your email at david.martinez@email.com. It'll have all the steps we went through today.
Oh, that's helpful. Thank you.
My pleasure. You should receive that email within the next few minutes. Thank you for choosing Tech World, David. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Bye.
Goodbye.
All right, everyone. That was a typical customer support call.
Notice the structure. The representative started by getting your information, then diagnosed the problem, walked through solutions step by step.
Key phrases you heard. Can I get your name and phone number? Let me pull up your account. Can you tell me more about the issue?
The customer was polite but clear about the problem. I'm having an issue with, it keeps freezing and shutting down.
Both sides confirmed information. Is that correct? Just to be clear, this prevents misunderstandings.
The representative used simple language and explained each step. Click on this, then select that.
And at the end, there was a clear summary and next steps. If the problem continues, here's what to do.
When you call customer support, be patient, follow instructions, and don't be afraid to ask for clarification.
Write down any reference numbers or confirmation numbers they give you.
Thanks for listening to English Go Easy.
Customer support calls are challenging but essential. Practice will make them easier.
Subscribe for more real-life English conversations.
Until next time, keep practicing.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.